Now that we're done screwing around with that, I've turned down the audio again, so hopefully it's going to be a little bit more possible. Possible. Time for Stompy Stompy! That's not where am I going? Where am I going? We got this, guys. This very horrifying game. Wink, wink. I do not, Catabel. If you want me to go check, I can, but I'm going to have to stop for a minute or two. Request a data dump, and then sort the data dump, and then search the data dump, and then find if you're currently a sub. Or you could just hit a button, because there should be a button that everyone else hits. Guys, tell Catabel where the button is. Seriously, I don't know where it is. Oh, crap! Wasn't expecting combat that early, I'll be honest. Spooked? Define spooked for me, Colin. Because as I mentioned yesterday, there's a big difference between being wigged out by something to the point where I just have to not think about it, and, you know, oh my god, it's horrifying. I mean, do you guys want me bigger? I guess I could try to make me bigger. How would I do that? To do that, I would have to do this. Kind of like that. And make sure we're cropping correctly, which looks like we are. There you go. Is that better? Just for you guys. Don't say I never did nothing. Yes, I'm going to be a shoulder from now on. That's just how it is. So what that just means to me is startled with this game. Startle me. And the answer is probably not. You know what's startling? And I mean this sincerely. Let's say you're walking along, and all of a sudden, out of absolutely nowhere, a car goes zooming by you at Mach 12, and it's like, whoa, and it almost hits you, right? That's startling. Like, I'm trying to think how to phrase this properly. Maybe this is just me and the way my stupid brain works, but I couldn't be startled by a game that is a jump scare game, because it's a jump scare game. You know it's coming. Right? You know jump scares are coming, so there's nothing startling. Like, you'll notice I did a very minor jump earlier when combat happened when I entered this area. The only reason that happened was I wasn't expecting to go into combat so soon. My mind was still in webcam mode. Now I'm in game mode, and nothing's going to startle me from this point on, because we're here now. I don't know. Maybe I'm just the weirdo. Either way, this game is probably a game I would not want to play when I was younger, yes. I've never liked gore.
Why did you do it, Strauss?
I can't face it. I thought Ellie could. I had to make her see step 3.
What can't you face? What's the last step?
Her. It's what they were afraid of, that I'd face her and destroy the marker. But it's too much. You have to help. You need to see step 3.
Strauss!
I mean, I guess, Mandeckler? I don't know. As I think I already demonstrated yesterday, I tend to find horror more funny than horrifying, so I'm just... No, I think it's just age, Colin Beluso. When you've gotten to the point where you've already dragged your gelatinous leg behind you, horror in video games just doesn't hit the same way, you know? So why did I put Halo Wars last? Well, it's very simple, Zach. Because I hate Halo Wars, and I'll never play it ever, 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 ever. That's definitely the reason, and it's definitely not the fact that several people have recommended that I wait until playing Halo Wars until after playing the MCC, and I don't know when the MCC is actually happening, so I moved it to the end of the list so it can be slotted in whenever MCC happens, which I have no idea when that's going to be. I mean, there's actually several games on the bottom of the list that are just there so that people know, don't worry, it's actually funded and it is actually happening. I'm just not sure when. I mean, usually when I think of horror, and I'm going to talk about this during the rumination of this, McDudd, usually when I think of horror, this is not what comes to mind. I think of things that are, like, mentally or psychologically or like, concepts, right? You think of something, and that's what makes it horrifying. He was the last man alive on Earth. There was a knock on the door. Right? Like, that's horrifying. I wouldn't call it that, Mr. Red. It's more Resident Evil 4, in a good way. To be clear, I am enjoying this game. I don't want it to sound like I'm not. I think the positives kind of show that. It's just, it's really hard for me to qualify this as a horror game. Like, so far, my biggest complaint gameplay-wise is the fact that the controls are terrible. Oh, right! I actually did mean to do that for this. I actually meant to do this yesterday, I completely forgot. Yes, the other... So there's the two original horror stories. There's The Last Man on Earth, there was a knock on the door. There's The Last Man on Earth, there was a lock on the door. Both of those are, you know, the kind of horror that I usually get more into. Call it that. Peekaboo! See, that's one of the reasons I feel... I mean, it's like RPG, right? The term RPG, as in the genre of video game, is such an umbrella category that it's almost meaningless, right? I honestly feel like we're already at the same point with regards to horror. There's just too many different types of horror games. There's a big gap between Five Nights at Freddy's, Amnesia: The Dark Descent, and let's go with Evil Within. There you go. Right? Like there's gulfs in between those types of games, but they're all horror games. I actually don't know, Mohammedos. And yes, Into the Breach is a phenomenal game that just about anybody interested in any kind of puzzle or strategy of the turn-based variety should probably look into. Yeah, exactly, Mr. Red. Like I said, it's an umbrella genre. Or an over-genre, if you prefer. No, a friend of mine... Really? Dude? Really? How did that hit me? Come here. Come here. Come here. We're gonna shoot here. A friend of mine recommends Eternal Darkness. But he's also... Like, I doubt I'd like it, to be completely honest with you. Yeah, you want to know the best horror movie I've ever seen? Can anyone guess it? mentioned it before. In fact, I need to look up the name, because I always screw up the name. Hang on just a sec. What's the name of this darn thing? No, I really don't like Cabin in the Woods at all. I did mention that yesterday, but I really am not a fan of that movie. It's a good movie, I just really don't like it. It's not black licorice, it's coffee. What is the difference? My internet is really slow right now, I do apologize. Here we go, okay, so... There we go. Star Wars Defense. You're funny, but no. There it is. Found it. So I remember it now. This War of Mine? See, I wouldn't qualify that as horror personally. That's, I mean, it's a survival game. Now, survival games can be horror survival games. There's no reason there can't be cross-genre, right? There he is. Since nobody's making any real guesses, the answer is The Day After by Nicholas Meyer. If anybody knows what I'm referencing. Has anybody even heard of that film? That's the one, Rotu. I don't remember if Steve Gutenberg was in it. I don't remember who Steve Gutenberg is off the top of my head. I recognize the name, but it's not him. But yes, it's actually a downplayed example of what would happen in a theoretical nuclear fallout situation. Is it like 28 Days After? No, much worse. Much worse. In my opinion, obviously. I think it's the first Nicholas Meyer... Excuse me, let me say that more accurately. I think it's the earliest Nicholas Meyer thing I've seen. First Nicholas Meyer thing I saw was Star Trek 2. Put him on my radar. I wouldn't worry about it, Zach Taft. I'm not even moving for a few months. Well, yeah, you see the problem, Weouts. Classifications. There's so many layers and dividing lines there. Was Lithgow in that? I think Lithgow was in that, yeah. But yeah, it's a really simple film. Here's some people, here's the characters, here's their lives, and then a nuke drops and everyone dies. And that's the film. Like, that's not even me being hyperbolic. Don't worry, everyone doesn't die immediately. Yeah. And like I said, it's a bit of a downplay, too. The creative staff actually researched the best projected analysis of what would happen, and they said, no, that's too depressing, and they toned it down. That's my favorite factoid about that film. It's this horrifying, dark, depressing, doom destructo film that was toned down from the projected what would actually happen. As usual. What's the worst thing that happens? Define worst, Mr. Red. I mean, is the end of the species worst? Does that qualify? Does it go down from there? Quoting Morpheus, but what is worst? Oh, a planet would be habitable. Well, let me rewind a second. Habitable by what, Mr. Red? By what kind of life? Like, what we need is not what everything else needs, you know what I mean? Now, if we come up with something that can kill the tardigrades, we've probably gone a little bit too far. Yeah, the Krogan will be like, hey, nice summer home. Krogan taking a selfie.
Attention shift workers. Be mindful of the nearest survival chamber. These are your only hope of survival should a cave-in occur.
Don't worry, tomorrow's positivity day. That's the point, Mandakler, yes. That is exactly the point I am making.
There you are, Isaac. We've been waiting for you.
Now it's your turn. Oh God. Ellie, step 3. Ellie.
You owe me an eye, you bastard!
God dang it, I need to go kill Strauss now. Well, I'm in space now.
Ellie lied. She won't help. But you will, Isaac. You'll see her after step 3.
Isaac! He's run off! Deeper into the mines!
I've got problems on this end too. Get somewhere safe.
I'll try.
Yeah, I've been liking Ellie. She's legit. She's already a theoretical story positive, and I'm kind of leaning towards codifying that. Are these just deadly lasers? Is this the sun? Yeah, I like the sound design when you're in space. But yes, I would say this is a good game. Which is funny, because I'm not sure where the consensus is for actual fans of the series, which obviously I am not. But I would call this a good game. Though I am crazy. Like, there's obviously some executive meddling going on, and apparently they actually changed developers midway through development. I just read about that. I'm not sure how true that is. So, you know, that's just EA being EA there. But I'm liking it. To quote McDonald's. So where do you want me to go, game? That's what I thought. Okay, okay. Turned around a little bit. So that's there. That's there, which means up. Which is a bit of a relative term at the moment. I'm just trying to make you all puke, I'll be honest. That's the goal here. Let's head over here. It's an 02. 03? 05? Whatever. I can't remember the last time. Oh, no, I do remember the last time I had McDonald's because I did a stream thing for it. Or at least I did a camera thing for it. Does anyone remember? Did I actually release that? I'm pretty sure I recorded it. I dolled up, I got a McRib, and I just got a bunch of ingredients and, you know, made it better with ingredients. It was really good, too. No. Come here. There we go. I miss Taco Bell. And I know that's a weird saying because everyone makes fun of it, but honestly, I think the people who make fun of it are either A, memeing, or B, just have not had good Taco Bell. My opinion. I mean, I've had bad Taco Bell. It's terrible, but I've also had good Taco Bell, and I do happen to have a good Taco Bell just up the street. But alas. Please refill my oxygen. Please. There we go. Thank you. I got a minute left, but come on, game. There's one. Favorite fast food, guys. What do you got? What do you got? Oh, Del Taco. I haven't... So there's a Del Taco in reach of me, by which I mean 30 minutes that way. Which I have not been to all that often. Oh, you say that, Loner, but the answer's no. Any franchise, you'll discover this if you go around and you cross country a lot. You'll discover that the quality of a particular restaurant, even a franchise restaurant, will vary wildly depending on the individual one. Like, there is a gulf of difference in between a good Chipotle and a bad Chipotle, to use an example of that. Another example I'm fond of is Little Caesars. Because I've had legitimately really good Little Caesars. And then I've had crap. I don't really know In-N-Out that well, unfortunately. When I still lived in California, I didn't get it all that often. So the only In-N-Out I really interact with is Vegas at this point. And I don't go to Vegas all that often. Hey, Maverick Fryer. What's up? It is good to be back. It is good to know that at least some people like the fact that I am back. And no longer recording YouTube stuff. Pizza's totally fast food. You kidding me? I mean, we were just talking about definitions earlier, right? Horror games. Food's the same way. There's like fast food, there's sit-down restaurants, and there's actually a weird amount of overlap in the middle here. Like, and this of course is going to depend on individuals. You know, you've got like your Subways, your Chipotles, Olive Garden. You know, all that stuff kind of sits in the middle of those.
Ellie, I'm back inside. Where are you? Where's Strauss?
I'm safe for now, but he's lost it. I think he's coming for you. I found something you're going to want to see. Here's my location. Oh, hurry and get here. I'm not in any shape to be fighting.
I'll get there as soon as I can. Stay safe.
I don't know if I have a drink of choice. Obviously, seltzer water is my preferred drink, and I would probably drink it, like, the overwhelming majority of the time if I could. I don't know, Von Falkenstein. Little Caesars would like to have a word with you on that. But if I had to pick a favorite seltzer water... See, I haven't actually had... I haven't had Canada Dry seltzer water in forever, because they stopped carrying it. So I don't really remember what it tastes like compared to, say, Polar, which is my normal drink of choice at this point. So it would be between Canada Dry and Polar seltzer water. I didn't actually see what was hitting me there. Huh. Either or, McDud. Buffet food? So, you ever have good cheap Chinese buffet. And I don't mean cheap as in it doesn't cost a lot. I mean cheap, right? Because that's some good stuff right there. Now, it's rare to find good, cheap Chinese buffet. There was a place back in Indiana that Sis and I would go to that was good, cheap Chinese buffet. And check this out. If this is the movie theater, and then you cross the, you know, like there's the movie theater, there's the parking lot, the next building right here was good, cheap Chinese buffet. That was amazing, because we'd go there pretty much every time we went out to see a movie, which was pretty often. Aha, you were what was shooting me. Suck. Hello, Darth Tyron. Thank you very, very much, sir, as always. And I will put that towards DOS 2. Hang on, was DOS 2 funded? The website's updated. I just don't remember which got funded. Yep, DOS 2 is funded. No, I will not put that towards DOS 2. Screw you, Darth Tyron. Yeah, last night, the bevel of donations you gave me last night funded Ocarina Majora, Divinity Original Sin 2, and Parasite Eve. So those are all funded now. So if you want to put it towards something else, Darth Tyron, fine. Otherwise, I'm afraid you have failed me for the last time, Admiral Tyron. Hello, Silver Black Eagle. I'm okay. I could be better, but you know how that is. I cannot complain. I mean, I could. I have some legitimate grievances, but I'm not going to complain. Heaven's Word, that I will do. Which is nowhere near funded. At least I think it is. If only someone could check the website and tell me. Hi. Expecting you that quickly? Not sure. Like it works. Oh, a little trouble bomb. It should be going live today, as I tapped. That's according to schedule. Guns. There we go. No, that is true. Let's be honest with ourselves, guys. There will never be another lore run. Except there probably will. Maybe someday, I don't know. Good night, Mendeckler. Have a good one. I mean, you guys know me. We were talking about this in Discord recently. Just about any run I run is going to involve discussing lore. But a lore run really is a different thing. Sure, Pika. Alright, so Nintendo's doing a thing with Mario 3D All-Stars. There we go. We talked about it.
Your work practices are being monitored at all times. Please show pride in your work.
So I discovered something. Apparently this is randomized, the loot that is in these rooms. Interesting approach. A BFA rumination? No. No, seriously, I'm just going to straight up veto that one. Absolutely. I know I'm supposed to ruminate on Game to Stream. No. There's limits, guys. There's limits. Good morning, Glow of Alex. You want a lamentation on BFA? BFA made me quit WoW. Nah, that's not good enough. BFA made me stop loving WoW. There, that's a little more accurate way of putting that. Call of Duty lore run? We already did that, actually. I know what you're talking about, Pika. I just don't have anything to say about it yet. Like, you're probably thinking, well, lore, don't you think it's stupid? Not necessarily. It depends on what they do with it, which we don't know yet. Why is it? Oh, because I'm an idiot. There we go. You really didn't know we did a call? We've only done like 12, 15 lore runs total. Mother 3? No. I probably wouldn't do one of the Mother series in general. I literally didn't see that. What was I saying? So, that's right. Olive Quinnerism was asking a question, which I was going to answer. Why don't I do the roleplays anymore? Nobody liked them. They were so underperforming and so underinterested, and nobody cared about them that I just kind of stopped doing them. They were a waste of time.
There you are! Oh, Sauce, what are you doing? You have to face her for me! Tell her I didn't mean to do it!
Why did my helmet just come off?
Isaac! Tell her! Sauce!
Seriously, why did my helmet close?
Oh, God. Why did you do it, Strauss?
Just making sure. That should do it. Anyways. What? Yeah, I've noticed the eye thing. A lot. Anyways, I had a sub in the middle of that. Sorry. Got a little distracted. Thank you very, very much, Martin, for the sub. Appreciate it as always, sir. Thank you. I will put that towards Mummy Demastered. Which I can't wait to suck at on camera. What aspect of it made me stop loving WoW? Everything? Yeah, I'll go with everything. I feel like I missed a question in the middle of that, too. Yeah, the inconsistency of the storytelling, the lack of agency on the player, the bullcrap that was contrived, the fact that they completely gutted several fascinating and interesting gameplay mechanics, the fact that they made playing a tank actually irritating instead of fun. Several really ham-fisted story arcs and the leveling path. I don't know, Pika.
Shut up! Just shut up! The marker? It was you. You made me do it. You made me kill him! Didn't you?
What do you think you still haven't come to terms with who I am? Who am I, Isaac? will ask you one more time before the end. Be ready!
No, I think the failed attempt at EverQuest 2 is directly responsible for the decline of EverQuest. I'm not insane, you're insane! If you'll excuse me, I need to explain things to my dead girlfriend.
Attention shift workers. All persons are subject to search upon exiting the mines. Mineral resources, precious or otherwise, will be confiscated.
Just the ones I've already noticed, Zactaft. See that coming a mile away. Be a beat 'em up without an elevator scene. I have not, Little Joe. I don't think I can do a lore run. We actually talked about that. Am I clipping through the wall? I am clipping through the wall. Oh god. I don't think I can do a lore run on the Metal Gear Solid series, but I can run it. And in fact, Metal Gear Solid 1 is a game we're going to be playing. But we haven't decided which version yet. Save point. Gonna be real.
Your lover? One shred, one light, one bright shining star you quantum in this universe. Your ember, you guilt. You pressing the life out of you because you can't get over the fact that I'm dead and you're still responsible. Why do you keep fighting me? Why can't you let go?
Because you are my everything. And if I let you go, I've got nothing left.
Step 4. Acceptance.
Wait, so step 3 is getting jabbed in the eye, and step 4 is acceptance. What? I don't think I want to accept at that point. Guys, I've decided not to accept. Is that okay? Go with that. Ooh. Yes, please. Step 3.5, eye patch. Step 3.6. Yar, matey. Step 4, acceptance. Oh, I know, Red 2. I was actually hoping that one of the cuts would get rid of her, so we just see himself throwing himself against the wall. I like the other one better, visually. a man. Oh wait, wrong song. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, it's... Like I said, I think there was some potential there that just didn't do, honestly. Whoops, that's the wrong button. I mean, I can give you it now, Pika. Overwhelmingly positive. Although it doesn't look like any of the people are going to be fun to play as, but still, you know, I can excuse that. Oh, I'm out of notes. Nah, whatever. That's fine. Step 5. Give me your soul. Oh, that looks fun. Look at that lovely chipper shredder there. It's like that thing in Total Recall. Ugh. Yeah, I'll just walk next to the Mega Death.
Isaac, over here. Looks like the mechanic was dragged away before he could finish fixing this.
Strauss is dead, Ellie.
Oh, I'm not sorry about that. So what happens now? I thought you needed Strauss to destroy the marker.
Strauss couldn't lead us to the marker. He was running away from his guild.
Sure glad we carried him around for so long then.
What about you?
I'm not running anymore. I know what I have to do. Well, this drill's a stroke of good luck finally. Why don't you get up to the cab to try to get it started? I'll look for the other power cell.
All right. See what I can do from up here.
Hey, how's my inventory now? Hey. Why did I not sell that? Why am I so stupid? Oh, sorry, Silver Mask. Listen, Nintendo's too busy doing really stupid things. Or brilliant things, depending. To actually do something like port more games to the Switch, okay? Although I am going to buy the ever-loving piss out of 3D World on the Switch, because, well, until Odyssey, 3D World was actually my favorite 3D Mario game, so... So what's the stupidest thing we've done in this game? Removing our helmet in cutscenes? I mean, yeah, so to talk about Hyrule Warriors, since we're already there, I played Hyrule Warriors. I rather enjoyed it. It was fun, simple, lighthearted, you know, mindless, kind of. But it was enjoyable. The idea of a Hyrule Warriors that's actually part of continuity and actually has story relevance, that just sounds awesome to me. These things are the barnacles of this game, aren't they? Mario World. It's an easy question, I'll say 2K. course I did, Beak. Why wouldn't I? I'm going to be streaming it in about a week here. A little over a week. I thought it was on this side. Apparently I'm wrong. So let's see if I have some dudes while we're here. Like you do. Head over there. Run into the invisible barrier. What pushes World above 3 for me is just sheer fun factor.
Hey, what did you do? I just lost the control holograms.
Yeah, the circuit junction just shorted out. I'll have to find another one.
Well, it's standard. There should be another one around here somewhere.
I'll look. Any luck up there?
Well, no. Not now.
Right.
Like, Mario World 3 is a brilliantly crafted game. Let's just go ahead and be real about that. Or Mario 3. Mario 3 is a brilliantly crafted game. But Mario World is just more enjoyable for me to play. I don't know how better to explain that. That's just me, obviously. I would also say Mario World is, to this day, one of the examples of something I use for in-game tutorialization, and the fact that it's still relevant game design for in-game tutorialization today says a lot, in my opinion. Yeah, Mario World is also a huge game, really. I have way more nostalgia for Mario 3. Mario 3 was the first game I ever bought with my own money. I've told that story many times.
The system to bypass the nav cards. Thank God.
Yeah.
Can I not bisect him? I guess I can't. They just quit on Falkenstein. They're just like, you know what? I'm going home, guys. And they just give up. Haven't you ever had one of those days? Yeah, but he had like the pseudo colorization problem in the middle, and he was just like, roo, roo. I figured chunk, chop right in half. I mean, come on, a game about chopping off limbs, and I can't bisect someone. Oh well. It's okay. Pete is stupid and evil. And murders pets, so I mean that's another thing too.
It doesn't recognize a new junction.
I think I've got it from up here.
Or maybe you just realized.
What? I didn't hear you.
Nothing. Nothing.
Okay, that was amusing. Hey, I got it fixed. I mean, you got it fixed.
I did it. I got it started. There, there's a lift on the other side. I'll turn around. You can get on.
Thanks.
You mind waiting for me to not be in the path of death there? Okay, that's a problem. What is this, Lift for Dead? We started the noise, so the zombies are coming.
Okay, I'm on.
All right. Alrighty, let's see what this beast can do.
Hey, it's another elevator section. Ellie, wave. Sorry. Now, Ellie. Your reward. Oh, God. Never mind, I'll kill the aliens first. Ellie's like, oh my God, this is meat wall. We're grinding through meat wall. Speaking of good fast food, I've had good Arby's, but I've also had really, really bad Arby's, where the
mines are swarming with these things!
Thanks for that, Ellie. Appreciate it. Where, you know, like, the meat just smells wrong and tastes weird.
There's this many down here. How many do we think are above us?
Well, they used to be people, so make of that what you will. It's a long-range weapon, and then immediately after I switch, they start attacking me with short-range guys because they hate me. Yeah, Diesel Edge. One of my customers actually once got a whole...
We're coming up on more of that stuff! Sorry!
It's okay, I love having random blood just all over my face and self. It's what I want in life, really. Anyways, it was like a whole grasshopper was inside one of the sealed garden fresh salads. Which, if you don't understand why I'm phrasing it that way, that means it was sealed in there where it was manufactured at the plant, which was not...
You okay out there?
Thanks for that, Ellie. Which was not where at the Arby's. Like, you know, we don't assemble those there. Or at least we didn't. Somehow someone had just gotten a grasshopper in a garden fresh salad, sealed it in, and it traveled however many dozens of miles to the distribution hub, and then to our actual store.
They're climbing up the sides!
I'll try to keep them off. You just steer clear of those.
Yeah, I gave her a full refund, choice of whatever she wanted on the menu within reason, and a free meal ticket. That one. Probably don't have to explain why. Open my mouth. Vampire connection. Licking the walls, you know. It's like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but for vampires.
Whoa, stop!
Why?
Looks like we reached the foundation pylons of the government sector.
So how do we get in there?
Straight ahead. We do have a giant drill.
You know, I'm right on top of this thing, right?
Well, that's up to you guys, Pika, not me. I don't decide what I stream. By the way, hi, on the Lord. No, why do I keep calling you that? You're reloaded now. That's your new name. Oh, come on. I sure hope not, Silver Mask. Also, we're not even sure what would be cloned out of that.
Well, we can compare bruises later. but at least we made it, right? And this is most definitely government sector. And I'm guessing that marker of yours is behind that huge door over there.
Well, we better move fast. Those things are gonna find a way up the hole we drilled. There's gotta be an elevator or something connecting these floors. I'm gonna try to make my way to you.
You can just hop down, dude.
Alright, I'll meet you halfway.
That's not that far of a jump. You're in a suit, and you have mega legs. Just jump. Look at this. Hell, you don't even have to go all the way down in one hop. There's debris to go down. Whatever. Whatever. Just whatevering out of here. ID scanner, please. God, I am actually kinda low on ammo. Nice. Well, chapter 14 is the next chapter. We're on 13 right now.
Isaac, there's a gunship docked here.
What?
Kill it!
Is it damaged?
Wait, take
Not
it.
that I can tell. Isaac, do you hear me? We're gonna make it out of here alive.
One of us is. It's too dangerous for you to stay here, Ellie.
What are you talking about? Just get your ass in here. I'm starting a system check now.
But I can't stop pining over my dead girlfriend. Thank you very much, Mr. Rodsky. And by that I mean Mr. Rodsky. I always forget that the R is part of the name. I apologize, sir. Thank you. If you know where you want to put that one, as far as increasing priority, please let me know. Oh, that's true. I can't jump unless I'm in zero gravity, which actually, of all the things I can make fun of this game, that makes perfect sense. This suit, like, this guy's probably jacked just from wearing this thing. This does not look like, you know, actual old-style armor, which was designed to be maneuverable in. No, this is probably really hard to move around in. I just get that vibe from it, you know? Especially since so much of the crap in this setting is very Wayland-Yutani, you know? So why make it good when we can make it cheap? Ah, it could be diesel edge. I don't actually know what these things are supposed to be made out of. Probably lead, knowing this setting.
On.
Just wandering around in a lead suit. Kong, kong, kong.
Booting up.
Hey, Ellie.
Isaac, what are you doing?
Closing hatch.
Oh. Hey, Isaac, what are you doing?
Gunship command override confirmed.
Isaac, what are you doing? Open the door right now!
Emergency launch cycle initiated.
No!
Airlock seat.
No! No! Don't you dare! Don't you dare launch the ship! Isaac!
It's your best chance, Ellie. You got life support, comms. Hey, you gotta be rescued.
You bastard!
I need you to be rescued. I couldn't save Nicole, but I can save you, Ellie. So, bye.
Are you ready to talk now?
Why? So I can let you go too? I can't do that, Nicole. I never wanted to let you go.
A lot happened that we never wanted. Isaac, touch me.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Isaac, please. Make us whole.
I can't.
Huh. So it's trying a new tactic. Did you see that? That's neat. I like that. It's getting clever now.
I don't know what Providence protects you, Clark, but it ends here. I have 200 armed security personnel. 3 entrances covered. Even if you do get in, you won't get far.
Oh yeah, no, that thing's terrifying, Roger Brog. That thing's terrifying. If that's even remotely what I think it is. I am presuming, I should admit. I'm probably going to need some ammo for this section. This sounds like an action section. So let's just buy a little bit of ammo. Yeah, let's get 2 more. Oh yeah, and to answer Reloaded's question, the reason why he's staying behind is someone needs to take care of the marker. Which is what I think she is, by the way, to clarify earlier. I think she is it, put simply. We'll see. Do nukes work? Where do we have a nuke? Oh yeah, I don't have any health kits, do I? Oh no, I do, Silver Mouse. No, that's probably a codification. Hey boys! Oh, spitter. Spitter. You're right. Reloaded. I'm gonna go to the quantum defibrillator drive and reorient. See, I'm bad at BSing. This is why I approach Star Trek tactically rather than trying to make up random stuff. That's not invalid. Isaac kind of is the nuke here. Mr. Red asked an earlier question, you know, is this safe to do considering the fact that we're under the influence of the marker? See, the problem is that question applies to literally everything you do. Because we're under the influence of the marker. When you know something is mentally manipulating you, there's only so much you can do to try and mitigate that. You know? Yeah, he removed Ellie from the equation, which could be a good thing? I don't know. What is the alt fire on this? I don't want to waste the ammo right now. Very well. I shall make fun of Star Wars. Midichlorians. Thank you. I mean, they were always going to, Pika. It's just Japan was hit especially hard by the COVID thing for obvious reasons. Sorry guys, I ruined Star Wars forever. Yeah, but what is it, Spartan? I'm not using alt fire when I have an ammo problem. Make Phenometer solid? Oh, that's too easy, Cord. Come on. Also, I just did it if you were paying attention. Okay, so that's a PBAOE. Got it. nanochlorians. Actually, there is something that's basically nanochlorians in Metal Gear Solid. It's in 5. I'm not actually making that up. You can look it up if you don't believe me.
Shit, no waypoint. What the hell?
It's okay, there's definitely not some kind of psychic alien thing messing with me. Who'd I miss? Who'd I miss? Really hate those things. Worst enemy in the game right there. No, nanomachines kill Big Boss. Age solid. So yeah, for those of you who think I'm joking, there's these microorganisms that take on the they're nanomachines. They're biological nanomachines. Parasites. And apparently they're behind all the supernatural phenomenon prior to Metal Gear Solid 4. It's just... I don't even... Maybe I'm the weirdo. Like, I like things being explained in my fiction, but I'm totally cool with the idea that the sorrow was just a spirit medium. End explanation. You know? That I felt like we had explained that. He was magic. Are those people with riot shields? Those are guys with riot shields. Huh. Okay, time to kill a lot of people. Oh. A lot of people. Let's get my 600 ammo gun here. Ready to go. I mean, in my defense, this is literally self-defense, Mr. Red. They pee on the spot, Kuki Sambas. We pee or we die. Did I just let in?
Compromise the compound, you idiot! If any of them reach the marker, fall back! Fall back to the marker chamber! We have to seal it off!
My bad. I'll be honest. My bad on that one, guys. Although, in my defense, you were trying to... You know how much stuff I've wrecked because they're trying to kill me? How much damage has been done because of the fact that they're trying to kill me? If they would stop trying to kill me, this would work out a lot better for them. I'm just saying. I don't want to go back in there. Look at that. It really doesn't want to go back in there. Okay. Oh, the door's open now, though. Never mind. Whatever. Yeah, look, I got it through. That's the important part. So now I gotta fight necromorphs over here. Great. Great. There's a little bit of blood. Warning, guys, there is a little bit of blood. There's a couple things, one or two issues in this area. Oh, Jesus Christ. Get off me, get off me. Rent-a-cops, maybe, Dakota? I don't know. Like, I get this real vibe that these people are not super well, you know, managed. You know what I mean? Also, we're the PC, but, you know, that's cheating. I keep tearing this thing with me. What do you want to bet it's never going to be useful? You killed a couple guys. Good job. Good job. What?
Isaac, where are you going?
I'm going to the marker.
Well, that's why I'm here, Isaac.
No.
To show you the way.
Did she just gave me a mission objective point. That's yeah, I should definitely go that direction. So I was in a Star Trek game that Lower Loaded runs on Sundays, excuse me, that you should totally watch, assuming it actually happens. And I kept rolling to see if my character could sense the obvious danger of the obvious trap that an NPC was luring me into, and I just kept mega failing. I have a bit of a deja vu moment there. It's like, oh yeah, sure, I'll just go this way. This is a brilliant idea. Where'd the battery go? Oh, there. Yeah, they really didn't expect me to bring it this far. Yeah, exactly. The truth is out there. Oh, for Earthbound fans. I don't remember anything from it, Pika. Sorry. I don't think there's anything that really caught my eye. I could be wrong. No one outbugs the bug runner. He just keeps bugging and bugging and bugging. Please check in. Okay.
All staff must be accompanied by security past this point.
Okay. Well, let's get our security clearance. Is that you? Access granted. Thanks, buddy. Wooga wooga. Wooga, 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 wooga. Wooga! Oh, no, at this point, I legitimately think Isaac doesn't really know what he's doing. He's got a general goal in mind, but I think he has effectively already accomplished the only thing he wanted to. He got Ellie out. That was the goal. Everything after this is just bonus points. Around here. Maybe Pika? I really don't remember anything noteworthy about it. We are going to talk about Ubisoft tomorrow. That is going to be a thing. Yeah, you notice they're actually making markers over there, because that's the most brilliant idea in the history of ever. Why is there blood inside or whatever? Excuse me! So that's people in suits who are necromorph. That's, like, we might actually be at the point where we've discovered the worst thing in this game so far. They're actually building markers, and there's people in suits in here who are necromorphed. But yeah, exactly, I'll put it. We're suicide running at this point. We are super... We've given up. And you can accomplish a lot when you suddenly don't care about living through the endeavor anymore. As I've said many times. Cornered animal, blah, 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 blah. One at a time. Oh yeah, Alt Fire with this button. For the record, Alt Fire is space. As in the space bar, which is part of why I don't hit it all that often. It's not what I would call not what I would call intuitive button to hit for Alt Fire. That's why I keep not doing it. Well, one of the reasons. Well, I have been dead in space a couple of times. Yeah, it's almost like they're trying to tell us something. Okay, real talk, I would love like a fan fiction thing that is basically EA is actually trying to save the world from, you know, an eldritch abomination that's real. See, that's an interesting question, Spicy Blue Milk. Here's the problem. You can't hip fire in this game, which means the Alt Fire button is this button. So, while holding down aim, which is the only way to fire, I don't really have another good button to hit while doing this, so I'm just gonna have to get used to it. Like I said before, I've played worse control schemes. I'm not super fond of how they have this one designed. I'd eat more, but I filled up on blood earlier. I should probably use C more often, too. The stasis. Probably Pika, yeah. Because it is one of those weird situations that's... Like, we just... as weird as this may sound, we don't know enough to really judge if the limited time release thing is a good thing or a bad thing yet. Audio log.
The dampening system built into the shielding around the marker test bed should be blocking the signal entirely, but I swear the dementia signal is still getting through. Not a single thing registers on any sensor outside the shield walls. You know, put the same sensor inside with the marker and it goes off the charts. So we either miss something entirely or I don't know what. You know, if we have... Oh man, please, heaven help us.
Yeah, I think that one speaks for itself. Don't worry, Heaven's coming with friends. I mean, it's not that out of bounds from Falkenstein. But And, they're wrong. Ooh, health. Line armor. Ammo, too. Hello, Aspros. No. And maybe eventually, respectively, are the answers to your questions. I hate the splitters. Really hate the splitters. Yeah, I wasn't sure either, Dakota. That's why I just took a second there. So, we will eventually probably do a review run of BFA, Aspros. That's not something that's going to happen anytime soon. Like, we're nowhere near that. Correct. As for Shadowlands, that's actually in the exact same boat. A run of Shadowlands will have to be in the same exact category as a run of BFA. That'll have to be set up and funded as a separate MMO run, aka a review run. Extremely unlikely, Zactat, especially since we kind of gave up on the then and now format entirely. The only way then and now would actually work long term is if I somehow made enough money to simultaneously support him and myself, which I super do not. This room terrifies me. Let's switch to this weapon here. Well, you see, Cord, it's really simple. First, you take a little dabbling of bullcrap. Then you add a little liberal dose of making it up as you go. And you finish with, oh, give me a frickin' break. And that's how the control happens. Any questions? These are my favorite enemies in the game, by the way. I'm not even joking about that. These are probably the best designed enemies in the game, too, in my opinion. Headshots do very little to them, and they try to lure you out and seek you out, and just, I love it. They actively run from you. They're very quick, they're programmed to go over obstacles, etc., etc. Good stuff. I like it. I'll probably mention it, Vega. Like I said, I'm down for the idea, but I don't have much to say that I haven't already said. Yeah, I forget what these are called, but they're awesome. See, that worked. Didn't do anything. But, that worked. All I'm going to say, Aspros, is the idea of the WoW run expanding is basically never going to happen at this point. Put that as simply as I possibly can. What we will do is we will bake it into any discussions of lore into the review run.
Bonnie Worthington, research log 16671. It's the same signal. Dementia and codes and blueprints are all caused by the same signal from the marker. It's the people that are different. Smart people see codes and blueprints, but to everyone else, it's just noise. Noise that drives you mad.
Yep. Markers. So there's a brilliance to that, if I can talk about that. Markers convince people to make other markers, right? But what's doubly insidious and beautiful about that is the fact that that means any race that encounters a marker that isn't smart and developed enough to make more markers just goes and basically kills itself. But it's self-selecting, because if they manage to find a race that is sufficiently developed and intelligent as a species to understand the markers, then they get to make more markers. Either way, they win. But yeah, put simply, we're not really doing lore runs anymore, Asperus. That's the quick answer to your question. What's the marker's goal? Spoilers. Spoilers. The marker's goal is to make more of them. As in, they eat, and then they make, and then they eat, and then they make. That's it. It's actually really, really basic. But that is something that doesn't even come up until 3. None of this is explained until the 3rd game. Thank you very, very much, Chucky Sleaze, as always. And I'm glad you appreciate the VODs. If you know where you want to put that, let me know. Is it a hive mind? No. I actually don't know if the markers affect animals and plants. I really don't. Oh, yes. Sorry, I actually forgot about the markers also produce energy. Now, I put that in quote-unquote because they don't. They channel energy. So it makes it look like they're an infinite energy source, but they're not. That's part of the honey trap. Is, hey, look, here's an infinite energy source, and if you're the kind of species who is sufficiently developed in advance to need something like that, then you want the energy source, and you make more markers, which makes another moon, which propagates the species. It really is bare-bones basic stuff, though. They eat, they make, they eat, they make. That's all they're after, to our knowledge. Obviously, the series ended, so, you know, who knows if there's anything past that. But it's wonderfully horrific. Basically, yes, Aspros. Plus, we're kind of running into the wall of how much I could lore run at this point. That's the other issue there. Got a pretty ton of lore run on basically everything I could, with only a couple of exceptions. Oh yeah, no, this is why I say that the 3rd game is the only one that actually horrified me. Because of that concept. Of the moons and what they are and how they work. I don't think I could lore run CNC, to be completely honest with you. I could pseudo-lore run CNC, but honestly, a pseudo-lore run is just a review run.
What is that? I can feel it in my head.
We're getting closer, Isaac. The marker knows you're here.
I still don't know what to do.
When the time comes, you will.
Hello, Polka Sweater, sorry. I hope you enjoy them when they go live. We've got a whole year and a half queued up. But yeah, I'm sure, like, it's just different approaches we have. Like, the 3rd game probably has no horror, it's just the most horrifying because the moons and everything about them. You know? I don't know, maybe I'm the only one who finds the moons just absolutely horrific. I could see that, Dakota. That's a thing that happened. I tripped over a corpse, which stalled me. I think Dead Space could be revived. Yeah, I mean, anything could be revived. Let's just be honest with ourselves. I already explained the... Well, I kind of already explained the moons. I'm trying to avoid too many... Like, we're still technically in spoiler territory here. Well, I've never even heard of the series Von Falkenstein, so I'm going to lean towards an automatic no. let's see what happens if I do this. Is that it? I would probably make the main protagonist, if we were going that route, the military guy who's trying to lock down and prevent us from getting to the marker. Come on, here we go. Wait, you can go prone? That's a thing? Yeah, because I have to explain this every so often. From my perspective, a lore run is way above and beyond what I normally do. Normally I go through, review a game, discuss it, talk with you guys, and discuss the lore of the game and the game design, right? A lore run is like that plus much more on top of that. Much more prep work, much more research, much more discussion, yada yada yada. That's one of the reasons why I say lore runs are kind of done, even though we are going to continue doing what a lot of people would qualify as lore runs. But from my perspective, we're not doing any more lore runs. I know. What I'm probably going to start doing is just start saying, sure, we'll do a lore run of such and such, and then I won't label it as such. And I'll just review the game and talk about it, and that way people will be satisfied with what they feel is a lore run, and we'll be fine. It's like, there's several real-life examples of that, and I suddenly can't think of any of them. When you just kind of call something the commonly known thing, even though it's actually wrong. You know what I mean? From my perspective, what I see is we have so much content that we could go through as far as streaming that I literally have years upon years of games to go through. So you know, from my perspective, like, we're good, right? So yeah, I think I'm going to start doing that. I think I'm going to start lying and just say, yeah, no, we're totally going to do a lore run of such and such. I don't remember if I mentioned that Aspros, the Hercules thing. I do remember thinking that. I don't remember if I mentioned that. Yep, we're totally doing a lore run of Command & Conquer. I will totally do a lore run of Kingdoms of Amalur, sure. Although not a Rumination, because we've already done that. Let's add to it. Classic runs? I would never, ever do a classic run. Can someone link him the classic run string list really quick, please? Well, this is an interesting problem. Why, Blue Ormus? It was bought and paid for. I am, as ever, your dancing monkey. Can I go up here? And I can't go prone, because even though the lasers aren't moving anymore... Never mind, Shigor. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. Listen, Michael. You want to know where I got these scars? You see, these lasers. Ah! Alright, for real, though, I'm not sure what to do here. Yeah, Dragon Age 2 will probably be a classic run whenever that happens. Okami, actually, no, I take that back. I'm doing a little rebranding in my head. So Dragon Age 2 will not be a classic run. It'll be a review, premiere run, or review run. We'll go with premiere run. Oh, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that. Let's ask Nicole. That's not what I meant. On YouTube, I have playlists, which I use to keep...
able to kinesis these bridge pieces into place.
On YouTube, I organize all my videos by category. So you can find all the classic runs in one playlist, and just, you know, use that to be able to watch all the stuff, because that's how I prefer to watch YouTube, so I figured other people might be with the organization as well. I have no idea, I have never heard any feedback whatsoever about the playlist design I have on my YouTube, but whatever. I imagine most people haven't even noticed it, especially Chico. And this guy did not know I have a website. And that's my reaction to that. No, I'd probably label it a premiere run, Pika. Just make it simple. See, the problem is, the definition of premiere run and classic run is already a very blurred thing because different people disagree on what it means. So what I've decided to do is I'm just going to go ahead and bow to the wishes of the majority and make it a time factor. And I'm also going to make it older than it already is. In short, to put simply, PlayStation 1 or N64 and earlier, and that's it. What the hell happened here? Actually, I guess I lied. I do... They have... Yeah. I do occasionally get some feedback because some people mention that a video is missing or out of order on the playlist, which I then go fix.
Kenner Phelps, research log 43546. Success. The marker layer held up. It is a fully expressed physical representation of the heuristic algorithms from patient 4, with no breakdowns. The construction schedule begins in earnest tomorrow. Celebration is tonight. I hope I don't black out in the middle of the party. I'm anxious, for some reason.
Yeah, Mario 64 would be a premiere run. Or, excuse me, Mario 64 would be a classic run. Mario Sunshine would be a premiere run. Let's get rid of some stuff here. And you're probably thinking, Lore, why are you getting so banged up about definitions? A huge amount of human history is getting banged up about definitions. No, seriously. Define a continent for me. I got a better one. Define a country. Yeah, for those of you who don't really get the joke, there's actually multiple definitions of what qualifies as a country, and thus multiple classifications, which also means certain places qualify as countries by some definitions, and some do not. Yeah, define continents by the tectonic plates. If you don't understand why that's funny, look up the list of tectonic plates and where they are sometime. Well, Mr. Squishy is gelatinous for bed. You ever have one of those Stretch Armstrong dolls as a kid? Yeah, speaking of System Shock 2 parallels, incredibly unsexy naked women. I don't know. Listen, if you don't find... I can't make the joke. It's just so gross. Oh. It's nothing not to look forward to in a System Shock 2 remake. Here's the cybernetic midwives. Ah! Around, Candyman. Excellent. More prudity. More power. Sorry. See, guys, I've been meaning to tell you this whole time. I'm actually a prude demon. I've been trying to increase the amount of prude in the world, and in so doing, I gain more power. You know, it's the typical thing. You know, the more my mindset is winning, the more direct, literal, tangible power I have. So if you all could just switch to being prudes, I'd really appreciate that. Thanks. Yeah, I think we should rip some planets apart instead of making markers. I mean, that's with the advantage of knowledge, admittedly. Knowing what the markers... Why can't I loot that? Knowing what markers lead to and what the point of them is. Yeah, I'll take planet cracking, thanks. Why can't I loot that? God dang it. I'm trying to loot. Leave me alone. Rude dude? It doesn't quite work that well. I am very boring. That is very true, little fellas. I've been saying that since I was a teenager. This one girl was asking me out one time, and my reaction was, why? And she was like, what, you think I'm that terrible? I'm like, no. Why would you ever want to date me? And I started listing how boring of an individual I was. You know, I don't drink. I don't go out and party. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs. I don't do anything. Actually, now that I'm saying that, it reminds me, obviously I didn't know this at the time, or at least not consciously, it reminds me of a speech Picard gives in Lessons, I believe, is the episode. Yeah, I don't drink coffee either. In Lessons, Picard is trying to get what's-her-face, the woman who's definitely not Gates McFadden, to not be romantically interested in him. He's like, I like to fall asleep with a good book, okay? That's how boring I am. I did actually used to do that. That used to be my preferred go-to-sleep method, is with the book. No, not Vosh. The woman who looks a lot like Gates McFadden and was introduced so that Patrick Stewart could have a love interest, which wasn't Beverly, because screw that noise. I don't remember the character name or the actress name. Please forgive me.
Tanner Phelps, research log 43549. I blacked out early last night and woke up this morning staring at a tiny, fully formed version of the marker in one of the crystal layer printing baths. I had entered the entire heuristic sequencing algorithm. I can still hear it in my mind, like a song now. I know the dementia suppressors are working, but this is something entirely different.
No, she doesn't die. She's fine. She has to leave the ship because that's the only way their careers could survive. Which is bullcrap, but let's not go Probably gonna die, now that I tested that theory. I think I died? It's hard to tell. Oh, I am Pika. This is a good game. I like it. But yes, the Lieutenant... Weapons in this game are... they're alright. They have the same problem the overwhelming majority of games have, where there's the good weapons and then there's the other weapons. But I feel like that might also be down to a little bit of preference. This is the safest thing I could do right here. What? That did... Maybe I should kill it. Let's go back to the killing it plan. We're an engineer to... I don't know. I'll tell you one thing, I'm enjoying this game way more than I thought I would be. I was kind of dreading this, that's why I scheduled it as my first review to come back. Or my first stream, rather. That's why I scheduled this to be my first lore run that I came back to. Hey, hazardous. I need to buy some heal packs. No, I was expecting this to be coffee, but this is legit. Yes, Streaminations will continue tomorrow, along with Lore Week. Terrifying, Blue Owls. Absolutely terrifying, in a big way. Those frickin' moons, you know? Hey! Which character, Star Trek character would survive in Dead Space the best? Q! Sorry. Okay, so let's sell that. Sell that. Yeah, after that, I'd probably go with Data. Not Lore, ironically. survive his own universe. Okay, From Overseer. Tideman, disappointment in evacuation decision. Consequences will be dire, that is all. Wait. Tideman, that's the military guy we've been against this whole time, decided to evacuate these people, and he's getting punished for that? Maybe Tideman really is the protagonist here. I hope we don't kill him. We're gonna kill him. We're total. I don't know. I don't actually know. But yeah, super gonna kill him. Not on purpose, if you know what I mean. The Packlets. Okay, I get your argument. I'm not sure I agree, but I get your argument. Whoop. Good morning, Admiral Thrawn. Yeah, me too, Pika. Like I said, we're going to be streaming it soon, so that's something to look forward to. In the overwhelming majority of games I play, F is select. F is cancel here, if you're wondering why that keeps happening. Explanation there. And I just did it again. Yeah, Dream Whisperer, there's the Picard series, which is afterwards, and there's Discovery Season 3, which isn't out yet. Lower Decks is after Picard. And Nemesis is after Picard. That's it. Usually when I play a PC game, has just escape is the back button, and it actually irritates the crap out of me when it's not. But that's a pet peeve kind of a thing. Oh, more mums up early. She says, "Hi, streaming viewers." Yes, I'm streaming today, period. A horror sci-fi game called Dead Space 2, period. I don't know if you've heard of it, period. Now I'm thinking. It's the one enraged moms advertised. This game is so horrible. Like, Mom has a much higher tolerance for violence and gore than I do. She actually likes sci-fi horror. I mentioned Event Horizon. Who do you think I was watching it with? Project Telomere. Interesting. That's okay.
Oh my god. I built that.
So there's the problem.
What? What are they doing?
They're all coming to the marker. Convergence is at hand.
It needs more biomass.
I knew you were trouble from the start, but they told me you were necessary. That your mind was the purest. I spent years sifting through your demented brain. This is not the way it was supposed to happen.
Well, how was it supposed to happen,
We
Timon?
had it under control. Clark, this is not our fault. We were so close to understanding it. It's all those bodies you let in here. It's triggering a convergence event. But we never expected this many bodies.
Yeah, remember, we let them in.
What it was made to do. Isaac, you have to make us whole.
This is still kind of on them, though. Being honest. Yeah, so anyways, that's the thing. Convergence, which is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. Yeah, no, we've been pushing this since the beginning, clearly. Well, Shikor, it's called Convergence. There's a bunch of biomass there. Think about it for a second.
Machine, just like Straw said. I remember this. The machine activates the parts of our brain where the marker codes are stored. But how does that threaten the marker? What were they afraid of?
Me. Us. Working together.
Step 4.
No, I gotta be real, this is worse than Synthesis ending, in my opinion.
Are you ready?
What they're trying to build here is gross.
This is gonna hurt, isn't it?
Yes. Step inside.
God, she is manipulative as crap. Oh my god, she is playing us like a fiddle. Anyways, hi Petey Bar. Sorry, no, I didn't take a break. I went to record YouTube stuff. I know not everyone knows I have the YouTube channel, but I have to spend about a month or 2 or 3 every year recording YouTube videos and, you know, breaking my brain. Thank you very, very much, Timanash. As always, appreciate. Thank you. If you know where you want to put that, let me know. So yeah, let's just go ahead and discuss this. Just hands off on spoilers at this point. We're going to super spoilery the crap out of this. Because I'm pretty sure none of this is actually in this game. I'm pretty sure the big reveal is in the 3rd game. So, this is its reproductive cycle. This is... And then it all becomes one big biomass. And now there's a new one. Convergence. Yeah, I'd say that's worse than Synthesis. Especially given how horrifically parasitic these things are. And Apex Predator on a galactic scale. Like I want you to think for a moment about like what most settings usually call an Apex Predator, like the Xenomorph or something like that. No. No, this is a galactic Apex Predator. This is something that would make the crystalline entity go, yeah, no, I'm out. Peace. This is messed. You got it, Timanash. Thank you. Yeah, Lavos. Lavos is the level of galactic predator that this is making. And there's several of these.
Step 1.
You're right, Shikor.
Crawl inside.
I should go and join with
Step
them.
2. This screws go.
Remember step 3, right, guys?
Cross my heart and hope to die.
Remember step 3?
Stick a needle in your eye.
Oh, here we go. I guess we'll do the left eye. Boop. No, hang on. Hold still. Stop looking around. Look around. around more, it's gonna hurt more, I'm just saying. This is controlled, by the way. This is me doing this. So they're making you stab your own eye out. If you're wondering. Yeah, so I died because I screwed up.
Step 1. Crawl inside. Step 2. The screws go tight. All around. Cross my heart and hope to die. Stick a needle in your eye.
Stop looking around, dude. There we go. Oh, that's worse. That's so much worse! Ah! Oh, God, that's horrifying. That's actually pretty legit horrible. All of the ew. That's the first thing that's grossed me out this entire game, right there. It wasn't when it killed me.
Follow the light, Isaac. I'll be waiting for you at the marker.
Well, what do I do?
Oh, I know, Blue Wolf Auros. Remember, we've been in this machine before. In lore. So, this should be fun. Did it just regenerate? It totally did. Okay, this is a run sequence. Got it. Where am I running to? Oh, there, of course. Maybe? No? Okay. Yeah, no, it is regenerating. I'm not wrong. Those legs off. There we go. Get the arms off. Now let's freeze you. Let's go do this. Ticking clock. Good with this. Here's how it can regenerate. Oh, there it was. That's the wrong button. Grab this one here. Excuse me. Wolverine Necromorph. That is exactly what we need in our lives. These things aren't bad enough as is.
Tideman, this evacuation is illegal. You know that. Don't you dare tell me what I can and cannot do on my own station. My grandfather was running this place long before you were crapping your diapers, young man. I don't need a lecture from you, and you know I'm right. Project Protocol specifically forbids evacuation in the event of a breach. I have spent my whole life in service of this community, and I will not stand here and watch them die for some Project Protocol. Now get to your shuttle. We can argue about this nonsense in court, assuming we both live to discuss your precious protocols. Very well, sir.
I'm telling you, Tideman's the protagonist. He's the good guy here. Like, yeah. Fast enough was expecting. Jeez. We're not insane. Okay, no, we're totally insane. Please, thank you. Please, please, thank you, thank you. What? Okay, that's a new one. I think we saved. Let's test it. Let's see if we saved. Oh god. We did! We saved! Yay! Oh! Hi, Super Holo Man! Oh god. Oh god. I can't run. I can't run. Thank you very, very much for the sub. Very much appreciate. As always. Excuse me for just a minute. I'm a little distracted. If I could go through here, that'd be awesome. Thank you. Gun. Oh god, it's a load screen. The one thing that can defeat me. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. Okay, we're up. We're up. We're up. We're up. Go, 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 go. Thank you very much for the sub, Super Holo Man. As always, appreciate. Thank you. If you know where you want to put that, please let me know. I'll heal after that. Say we haven't seen the head replacement death animation yet, and hopefully we never will. Okay. Speaking of the head replacer, there it is. Thing. Please get off me. Jesus, that thing. Oh, he'd die immediately, destroyed. Or he joined Chaos. He probably joined Chaos. Out of here, Mr. Wizard. Oh god. You got it. Doom 64. Really? I don't need this right now. I need this like a needle in the eye. Wait. Thank goodness I got away from that thing and it'll never be back.
Fighting it, Isaac. You can't fight it. You have to let it go.
I'll never see you again.
Isaac, stop it. There's no other way. You have to do this.
Right, you have to do this, Isaac. You have to converge. I mean, stop the convergence. Wink, wink. Oh, I don't even know. Obey. But I don't... Obey! Okay, okay. Oh, power node. Let's go back and get some sweet loot! Screw this end of the universe thing. Here. Which part to put it? Is that it? Make us whole. So I'm going to deliberately die on the final boss. And I want to say that up front so you know I'm doing it. Because I want to see the death animation. Okay? I'll be nice and upfront about that. Listen, my lube is... I don't know. If I die more than one time, then that's just me sucking. But the first time is going to be deliberate. Debate. I need like 2. When it's done coming out, Zach Taft. There will be no donations during the final boss fight. Maxed health. That's what I really wanted. I like how the only gun I've completely maxed, in terms of how I'm using it at least, is the pulse rifle. This thing, Old Faithful. That's what I'm calling this thing. This is Old Faithful. It's just its term from now on. Okay, so I want at least one more heal, which is going to take quite a bit. And then we're just going to blow the rest on Old Faithful ammo.
This is it, Isaac. Convergence is almost here. Meet me at the marker.
Convergence. I should be right back before we start this. Just a minute. Oof. Why is Palpatine here? Do we have to do... Okay, whatever. Okay. Making sure that's set, making sure that's set. And we're good. Let's do it. Fine, fine. Don't waste my time. Don't waste it properly. Imagine using your own spine as a whip. Interesting idea, isn't it? That's a good question. There probably has been Roxy's Boy. I just can't think of one off the top of my head. Definitely a Reaper. Oh, hey, it's the jackass dude. Stay there. Who? Where? I wasn't thinking like that, Silver Mask. I was thinking a checkpoint, like, you know, an obvious, hey, here's a save station and everything, but then there's no boss, surprise! That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I'll go ahead. Of the tail whippers, I gotta be honest. I don't like scorpions in real life, so that makes sense. There we go. I saw the med pack in there, and I kind of need it, so... Here we go. Backed into a corner. Excuse me. Oh, it's this far. Go away. You got it, Silver Mask. Thank you very, very much for the sub. And I will put that towards Star Trek Shattered Universe. What? I don't really have time for you. Is there a chance you could not right now? Oh god, there is not a chance you could. Okay, okay. This is an interesting problem. Okay. Open up. You lie, Dream Whisperer. I completely missed it because I'm a moron. I will have to Calm down. Well, they also might not have upgraded it to quite a... Come on, there we go. Why is it still locked? Well, this was... Really? I have to suffer you right now. Worth it. This looks safe.
The research in that marker is worth every life we just lost!
Huh. So we died to Tideman. We're on normal right now, by the way, Dakota. Medium difficulty, whatever you want to call it. I think I got this. Oh, it won't let me shoot! It literally won't let me shoot. That's hysterical.
The research in that marker is worth every life we just lost! I won't let you throw all this away!
Sorry, Tideman. That was controlled, by the way, me shooting in there.
Thank you, Isaac. Now, time to die.
What?
Floor shock. Oh, hey, it's the stuff from the title screen.
Yours is the last body we need to be reborn. The Makers must be absorbed.
The Makers? You mean me? But Strauss said we could destroy the marker.
Not if we consume you first.
God damn it, I trusted you. Fuck you. And fuck your marker.
You will all be made one.
Okay. Doesn't she need... Whatever. I did the intentional death. I told you I was doing that in advance. Alright, so... Destroy my own brain. It's the only. Oh my god. Oh god, they're every. Oh god. Is there a prompt? Can I? Am I just dead? I think I might just be dead. Yeah, I'm just dead. Wow. Okay, so I didn't even see her respawn. If you like this animation, we're probably gonna be seeing it a couple times. Literally didn't even see her respawn. Wow. Thank you very, very much, Hasbus, as always. she is. Hey, they drop ammo. That's convenient. Shoot! Jesus Christ! Aggravated there. I know it was reloading. It just takes forever. Oh, time to take that gun back to my head. It's okay, we just destroyed excuse me, in our mind. Honestly, for this setting, Mother Mirror said, this is just a Tuesday. This has been Dead Space 2, and we're super dead, except we know there's a third game. But at least we destroyed the marker somehow. We saved the entire galaxy.
You complete bastard! Was this your great plan? Dump me off and die?
Full of bad ideas, remember?
Yeah, well, here's another one. I'm crashing through the roof to get you. Now move your ass.
Wait, no, Ellie, it's too late. Set clear of the station.
Yeah, well, you don't really have a say this time. Heads up.
Damn it, Ellie. I'm gonna start Arkham Monday. I pretty much already decided that. Yep, this is controllable. That's what I thought. One last sequence. Could you stop rotating? Ellie! Ellie, could you stop? Oh, she's not even piloting. No wonder.
I'm trying! I'm trying!
That would be hysterical. We did it, Spartan! Oh, we're dead. Thanks, Ellie. Yes, that is the norm, Chemic. Since this is a game I have to do rumination on, which means I have to collate, record, edit, render, upload. So that's going to be the rest of my days working on that video.
What?
The end! I'm just gonna kill that music there just in case. It's not gonna pause anyways. Thank you again, Hazardous. Oh, that sounds like... I don't get that. I'm guessing in the first game he turned and there was, oh my god, there's death there, or something like that. It just does a guess. And I'm putting it towards Hom 5. Thank you again, Hazardous. Very, very much appreciated, as always. It was Nicole. No, Nicole, she's super dead. Sorry, spoilers. It was Mark. Oh, it was Mark and Nicole. That actually makes sense. Because that leads into second. So hang on. While this is strolling by, let's look at our review, shall we? Because I got to do that. I don't know if you know that. It's kind of my job. So anyone want me to spoil something else? This is a spoiler. Spoilers, 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 spoilers. The fourth game, according to an interview I saw, and I don't know how valid this is, was actually supposed to star Ellie. I've noticed a lot of good density games are like that, Silver Mask. In fact, when I was going through the TOS stuff, I noticed there was a huge gap. Like some episodes I'm going through, all of them are the same length. They're all 50 minutes, or about 44 minutes. So I'm sitting there watching the episode, and sometimes I would look up like, surely the episode's over by now. And I'm only like a third of the way through. And then some episodes I'm like, wait, it's over already? Because it just flew by, right? I mean, I know relativity and all that, but the point is, each of density, usage of time. I've talked about this so much, and I'm going to keep banging on this point. It's not how long the game is, or how long the episode is, or how long the movie is. It's what they do with it, right? So, you know, kind of need to have good density to actually have it be worth a damn. I should get a timestamp, shouldn't I? Let's do that. Let's do, say, about here-ish. I think I like Ellie. She gets a plus. The voice acting is... Let's do this. Let's do this. Now the dialogue is a negative. I've already given the negative to the dialogue. We're going to bake voice acting and the logs into an aggregate positive. We're going to give Isaac a positive for reasons I hope are fairly self-apparent. Half the game you play as a necromorph. What is this, Resident Evil? Okay, so story positives. Doodad placement and visual design, Ellie, Isaac, voice acting, text, and audio logs. Story negatives, jump scares, which are just... really? Misuse of cussing and reaction to events, which they kept doing even in the ending, if you were paying attention to that. Misuse of broken comms, which they stopped doing it, that's why it's only part of an aggregate. The weird connectors between set pieces and plot, and bad dialogue, which, again, just... I trusted you! You horribly manipulative thing that's been only in my mind for... I mean, really? You know? Sorry, 1 second. No, I've actually never played Dead Space 1, comma, but you know how it is, period. His mom's asking me if I played the first game. So, yeah, no. All of those, negative. I could give another negative, but I think, honestly, the dialogue and the reaction thing both cover that, so I'm not going to add any to that. So I'm kind of codified on a +1 to story. I think that's pretty legit. And that probably sounds bad, and I suppose you could take it as bad. That's up to you. I think that's actually a pretty good score for a game like this, but that's just me. So that leaves us with a +1 to story. Now, gameplay-wise... I do like the difficulty options. I do like the dismemberment core gameplay, and I do like the enemy variety and the design of the enemies. I love the level design layout, which goes along with the inventory design. I do like the set pieces section quite a bit. There's several things that are little convenience features, like the HUD, the path indicator, the checkpointing, the color indicators, puzzle items, inventory design. All that stuff is also a positive. Yeah, part of the reason I'm still letting this sit here is I'm waiting to see if there's a New Game Plus and exactly how it is. Let's see here. I think I'm going to... restructure this aggregate just a little bit and make a second aggregate. Sorry for being positive, guys. I know you hate it when I'm positive. I get nothing but negative comments when I am positive about a game. I'm being facetious. I'll never get negative comments when I am being negative about a game, as we've talked about many times. We'll do this. What was the name of the enemies that hunted us down? Do you remember what those were called? And by remember, I mean, do you know in the general? Because I don't know what they're called. Stalkers. No. Malachor, you guys wanted me to do these stupid ruminations. That means we have to take one stream section and go work on ruminations. Now, if you want me to not do a rumination, I'm totally down with that. Like, I don't really want to do these post-game ruminations. This is a compromise. But if you guys are the ones who wanted that... Yeah, I think that's good. I think that we're there. So we've got the difficulty options. Oh, I prefer this to full game ruminations any day of the week. That's what a compromise is. We both get something we want, we both get something we don't want. Right? So, sorry, I'm typing up specifics here. So yeah, difficulty options, dismemberment, gameplay, enemy variety and design, level design, set pieces, HUD, path indicator, inventory design, checkpointing, color indication of interactables, and stalkers, just by themselves, which are easily some of the funnest things I've fought in this entire game. And, whoops, Bloodborne, not Bloodbone, thank you, Spartan, very, very much appreciate. And so that's all the positives. Negative-wise, I mean, that is what a boner is, Blue Walrus, so I suppose that's valid. The Wolvermorph was... I actually did like the Wolvermorph. See, that's the thing. I'm debating the finale, because that's the only thing I haven't really mentioned here. Negatives, I'm totally codified on both of these negatives. The audio balance problem, the camera and control problem. Just whatever. Yeah, the finale didn't really impress me that much. I'm not sure if it's negative worthy. It's like, so the run-up to Tideman was actually alright. Having to go through, and this is where the Wolverine thing, the Apex Wolverine kind of worked, because you have to rush through, and it's just always chasing you. You can dismember it, and you can stun it, but you can't kill it, and you're just trying to go forward. Now that idea I'm kind of with, and then they throw these other enemies at you, and they've got ranged enemies, so it's decent, but it's just, it doesn't really feel like it has the oomph it really needed to have to be this epic final thing. And the actual final boss was just kind of... I think I might call the finale a wash. Story-wise, the ending... I mean, it's there, you know? I have almost nothing to say about it. We have our big final confrontation with Tideman, then we're an idiot, which I've already given a negative for, and then Ellie comes forward, which I've already given a positive for. The end. You know? Well, we're starting Arkham Asylum, excuse me. I always call Arkham Asylum Arkham, and then I call the second one City. Anyways, we're starting Asylum Monday, Malachor. Yeah, I do like that fake-out tidbit at the ending, even though it was completely ruined. Oh, hang on, I think the credits are done. I was wrong. Wait, maybe not. was very wrong. Hang on, let's get all the legal crap out of the way. Legal. I'm looking forward to it. I love good reasons.
This is Flight Team EG9 to Control. We have completed the flyby. There's nothing left. I repeat, Titan Station has been completely destroyed.
And the marker?
Negative. Nothing survived this, sir. Marker Site 12 is a total loss.
Pity. Recall all flights and return to base. The other sites will have to pick up the pieces.
Okay. Prototype suit unlocked. Hardcore mode unlocked. So I've actually heard about this one. If you die, you restart at your last save. You get 3 saves. Which, yeah. New Game Plus! Which we're going to test out in a moment here. And by a moment, I mean basically right now. New Game Plus. Oh, can't do hardcore on New Game Plus. Whatever. Let's go. Are cutscenes skippable? Wait, cutscenes aren't skippable? Wait a second. Hang on a moment. No, it just hardcore wasn't available for New Game Plus. I saw the pop up. Oh, they really aren't skippable. Holy crap. Now, so we always debate this per game. So this is a pretty minor issue in a game like
Isaac,
this.
are you there?
Because we only really have, like, the one cutscene. I was gonna say, I feel like I skipped another cutscene. So I don't think this deserves a full negative, is what I'm trying to say. Just because the intro is unskippable. I want to see something in a minute here. Well, this just kind of plays the background. Probably going to give a plus to New Game Plus. Probably. I'm gonna hold off on it until I actually see it. I want to see it for myself. But I think it's going to be a positive. Let's do this. That guy's name is Edgar's Foster. Can we skip now?
You've been having. About your dead girlfriend. What was her name?
Yeah, that's a nope. Skip cutscene DLC. Sold! There. We're going to bake that into an aggregate negative. Assuming the New Game Plus is good, this is going to be a +6 to gameplay, which is way better than I was expecting. And sounds about right. This was a very enjoyable game. I am way more impressed than I thought I would be. I will also say that the length of the game, to go back to what I mentioned earlier about density, is pretty good. If this dragged on for, let's say, about 8-ish more hours, that would be problematic. I feel like this game would actively have grown old if we actually reached the 8-hour mark. She really likes that LED thing, doesn't she? Can we skip this? Oh yeah, gore warning. This is probably the most overt gore in the entire game right here in the beginning.
Isaac, can you hear me?
I agree, Hazardous. Yeah, it's an all-around good game. I do very much think that. We might have to go through the intro section. I just realized that because we're in the...
Be careful. He's been out a long time.
We're in the, straitjacket.
Steady. We gotta get you out of this straitjacket. Where am I?
I know you're confused right now. I can explain everything, but you gotta trust me, okay? Listen, you're in terrible, terrible danger.
I remember Yahtzee complained about this scene too, because he said this is cheap horror, and I agree, this isn't horrifying. This is the opposite of subtlety. Someone's face ripping off and screaming right into your face is not really horrifying. That's just, ugh. Yeah, let's post-credit discussion. What do you think of this game, guys?
If you can hear me, run! Run!
I would, but I died. How's your Ludo? Any thoughts you want to provoke, or things you want me to mention in the rumination? You know, just the usual. I mean, dying is awesome, but, you know, people die when they get their faces ripped open. I actually kind of want to look up a speedrun of this one now, see what they do with it. Oh no, he got me. I'm very shocked by this. Sorry. I mean, the death animations are whatever, I guess. They're not cheesy enough to be enjoyable, and they're not horrible enough to be terrible, so I'm just sitting there like, you know, they're there. Oh no, it's the Marines. Oh no, they're dead. Yeah, the death animations, some of them take way too long. I agree with that. And they're not skippable, which is part of that unskippable cutscenes. I should mention that in the unskippable cutscenes negative. That's a good point. Good point, Twister. Let me get to the next uninteractable cutscene. I've only followed this game series because a friend of mine, and I don't even remember who right now, put me onto it and was like, hey, I like Dead Space. And I was like, really? So I looked into it. And the first thing I found out about this series was the moons. Yes, really. Moons. Yeah, I would agree with that, Asdus. You were mentioning it the other day. It's just weirdly chill playing through this game. I imagine playing it on absolute hardest difficulty where everything will kill you in one shot and you have no ammo and no resources would really suck. But, you know. And by suck, I mean it wouldn't be as chill. But still, even when I pushed it back up to normal, it was still pretty chill. I meant to do that yesterday and I completely forgot. That's my bad. At least I did the finale on normal. There, mentioning the death animations thing.
Easy, buddy.
Just take it easy and let me skip the cutscene. Just please let me... Okay, whatever. Your rig is red, man. Don't you understand? Your rig is red. I'm a tutorial NPC. What do you want from me? Oh, I loved you. Remember this guy's story?
Eating it anymore.
And then his face splits open.
We're all gonna burn for what we did to you.
My lover, no! I'm really wigged out by this. There's easier ways to kill yourself. That would take less time too. I'm on the subject. Oh, do I have my inventory yet? Hey! I don't have my weapons though. Well, you see Silver Mask.
Clark!
Oh, hey, it's Evil!
Isaac Clark, is that you?
Hello, Evil.
My name is Dana.
Oh, Dana. I actually couldn't remember her name. I just remember that she was evil. And that I totally didn't see that coming from 7 miles away.
How do you know that? How do you know all this about me?
Yeah, honestly, I have a feeling, from what I am told, that Dead Space 2 would rate substantially higher on the story axis. I don't know if it'd be better gameplay-wise, but everything I've heard is that it's way better on the story. Dead Space 3... is a video game. Okay, fine. I'll go slowly. Look at how horrifying this is, guys. Look at those jump scares. Look at those jump scares. They're everywhere. They don't even know they're jump scares. That's true. Girls cannot be evil. It's a law. Dun, 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 dun. Oh no, it's the other dead girlfriend.
What the hell?
I was say, we don't even have a character in Dead Space 1. We're a voiceless protagonist in 1. Oh my god, it's... You know, we never got jumped in a Jeffries tube. I just realized that. No, that totally was a jump scare. That was a long, quiet section followed by... Yeah, that is absolutely a jump scare. It's like textbook example. Damn it, Nicole, stop haunting us.
Isaac, what happened? Are you alright?
Why are you helping me?
If Tideman finds you, more people will die.
Including me.
Not if you follow my route.
I don't like this.
You don't have to like it. Just hurry before you get locked in.
He's back. Aw. He's... Come on. Here we go, Mr. Floppy. You're the one. You make bath time so much fun. Sorry, Roxy's fine. Right, there's a glass that I can't see there. Yeah, I do like the fact that that's a good thing to mention, Silver Mouse. It's also part of why Ellie is so awesome. The one person... Actually, you know what? I just thought of that. That actually feels... Huh. Because, okay, so everyone's like, trust me. It's okay, I'm on your side. And every single person who says that is actually a villain who betrays you in this game. The only person who doesn't betray you is Ellie, and the first thing she ever says is, go away or I'll kill you. In fact, she tries to shoot us at first glance. Really? Really? Okay. Excuse me. Excuse me. Hi, Gum Gum. Excuse me. I'm done recording YouTube videos. That's true. Ellie is also actually helpful.
I'm all alone in here.
Don't worry, you're not alone ever again.
Jesus, man.
Calm
Help
down.
me.
I'll cut you out of
Just
there.
fucking help me.
Is that a tissue laser? A plasma cutter?
That's true, Blue Walrus.
Oh my god.
Fuck.
He's fine. He's fine. He's fine.
I'm trying.
I'm an engineer, okay? Give me a minute. I did, Gum Gum. The rest of the year's videos are done. That's... Mission accomplished. Yeah, we just let that guy die straight up. It actually kind of irritates me how we just completely ignore him as he's getting stabbed to death when we have plenty of ways to help him.
You have to dismember the creatures to stop
How the
them.
heck is the first shot?
I've had a lot of practice.
Just try to stay in one piece.
Thanks.
Jump scare. See, go back to my earlier definition. God dang it, I don't remember the frickin' puzzle. Okay, fine. Yeah, it seems to be inconsistent, Gum Gum. Plenty of people showed up when I just hit stream, so I'm assuming at least some people got the notification. done? Can I go? I can! Yay! Wait, you have to shoot off his legs? Hang on, guys. I think maybe we need to knock out their limbs. I think we need to chop off their limbs, guys. 5 I'm getting out of this.
Isaac! Isaac, come on! Come on, they're after us!
Wait! Who is? Who's after us?
Well, I could see how you would get that from I'm recording videos for the year, but no. I recorded videos for the year.
Isaac! Isaac! Through here! Come on, Isaac! Oh, no, Isaac, remember?
Dana, your fucking route didn't work. There's a security lockdown.
I told you to hurry. How'd you miss it?
Look, I don't need your help.
Fine. Let's see how long you last without it.
Shit.
It's weird fighting low-level mobs after you've just fought the stuff at the end of the game. I mean, that's true in any game, really. Dude, where are you? I hear you. Oh, there you are. Hey, dude. Super slippers.
Dana? Dana! Okay, you're right.
Subtle.
I do need your help. Talk to me.
Look, Isaac, we don't have to be friends. But like it or not, we're stuck together.
At least until I get gunned down right in front of you.
Alright. I found
Oh. Is this...
So where the hell am I? How did another necromorph outbreak get started?
This is just where I get stasis.
As for the outbreak,
Well, I hope it works out for you, Dream Whisper. It's been working out for me. I didn't lose weight, but I have been in better health, so I'm starving myself to lose weight. That's a different thing. How long is it till we get to a friggin' store? Jeez Louise. Oh wow. Why would I hate you, Gum Gum? I don't hate anybody. Let's just start with that. But then again, that's because I define hate differently than other people. So, you know, it's a thing. I mean, you say that, Hazardous, but I'd almost rather be unhealthy and yet look... Well, be less fat. Oh, I didn't know that, bro. I was gonna say, how did that kill me? I'm not exactly low on health. I guess that would explain it. I have to do the Force tutorial. Who knew? Who knew? The guy that dodged it last time, I remember that. Whatever you do, don't be like these people, Gunga. Not the way to be, trust me. Puking acidic bile on people is just really not cool. Would you stop spitting on me? Jesus Christ, I just want to get to the frickin'... I just want to get to the thing to determine if... I don't actually want to play the game. I just want to get to the point where I can test it. Fine. Die. Die, 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 die. Isaac was always a toilet. The toilets we found are the ones inside of us all along! Loading screens, loading screens. Loading screens, loading screens. Stupid conversations with our dead girlfriend. You know, I'm just gonna do this so you don't have to hear the audio jump that's gonna happen here in a second. We good? We're good. Okay. It's okay, Silver Mask. They deserve to die because... Oh no, it's another tutorial. My greatest weakness. I can just do... Game? Game. Thank you.
Hull breach rectified.
That's technically true. Oh my god, did we make it? Okay, we finally friggin' made it.
CEC engineer. Updating inventory.
Okay, we finally made it to the frickin' this is what I've been trying to get to. Thank you very much, Ginger Ninja. As always, appreciate it. If you know where you want to put that one, please let me know. Yes, we're testing New Game Plus. That's all we're doing here. I suppose if you know what you're doing, it's not that long to get to this point. It's just, come on, let's go. There. Okay. So we have our armor, we have our weapons, we have our inventory. That's the main thing I wanted to double check. Oh my god, it's a guy who dies instantly to my mega death gun from the end of the gun. All our ammo too. So that is definitively a plus. Which is all I really wanted to know. Looks like we have our armor health too. Hang on, let me check one thing really quick. Where's the nearest bench? There is no bench on this floor. How long until the nearest bench? That looked weird. There are no pluses to Story of Gum Gum. It's the worst story ever made. Also true. Hi, boy. And it. Okay, maybe not quite. Now are you dead? Are you dead yet?
Jesus, that thing was angry. Dana, I'm out of the hospital.
Okay, the tram station is just beyond the apartment block.
Hang on. I need more answers. How long have I been here?
3 years. Tideman found you floating in space near Aegis 7 and brought you here to study.
Why can't I remember anything?
The marker you found imprinted your brain with a self-replicating signal. The longer you're awake, the more the signal spreads. It's killing you, Isaac. Tideman tried to keep it in check with memory suppressants.
Clock, which is probably a lie.
Only if you reach me in time. Tram station, get moving.
Working on it. Yes, Raskor, we are formally back to streaming. This is gonna sound strange, Blue Walrus. I wish they were bulkier. Yes, I did know that, Bob and Eggs. I've seen a picture of it, rather. So there's a store. Is there a bench? Okay. We do have all our upgrades for both the guns and ourselves. Okay, so that is no really, officially, definitively. So Alright, we're closed. Okay, we're out. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been Dead Space 2. And our return to streaming. Tomorrow we'll be doing a usual lore week, plus the weekly positivity hour. And then we're going to be doing Batman Arkham Asylum starting Monday. Oh yes, and because of the New Game Plus, that gives us a final score of +1 +6. And honestly, +6 is pretty damn good for a game like this that I wasn't even expecting to like, really. So I'm totally down for that. That is a good score for a good game. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to go work on the video for this. The videos, actually, because there's the highlight video and there's the rumination, and both of those need to happen. So I'm going to go get those uploaded and dealt with, and I'll see you guys, some of you tomorrow, and I'll see the rest of you Monday.